On Sunday, former Donald Trump strategist Steve Bannon did a radio interview where he admitted something that was actually rather shocking. He said in the interview that the Democrats are actually winning right now and that they are going to be successful in impeaching the president, at least in the House of Representatives. Bannon went on to say that there's 2 counts they're going to impeach him on in the House. Those counts are 1, abuse of power, 2, obstruction of power, which I assume he means obstruction of justice. You can't obstruct his own power, but sure. Look, I actually agree with Bannon. Not necessarily that those are going to be the only 2 counts. I think there's going to be multiple counts, and we'll find that out as this story continues to unfold. But he is right about the fact that the Democrats are winning right now. And that's a really odd thing because we've been doing this a long time, and typically Democrats find a way to screw things up. But so far on this particular issue, the impeachment, they're doing a pretty good job. And yes, the Republicans have thrown everything possible at them, and none of it has made the Democrats flinch up to this point. We'll see what tomorrow holds because things can change that quickly. But even with Matt Gaetz and his little moron brigade, even with all of the attacks on Adam Schiff coming from the president and the Republicans and Fox News and every other right-wing outlet out there, they're staying strong. They are steadfast in their mission to get to the bottom of what happened. Now, Bannon later went on in the interview to say the whole thing's a political witch hunt. You know, it's political theater, political warfare. So he doesn't agree with any of the impeachment, but he does agree that it's going to be successful. But here's the thing, and this goes back to the whole Democrats are winning thing, and that is the public is on their side right now. I mean, remember for months and months where we were just sitting there waiting for Nancy Pelosi to make a move on this, but she didn't want to because the public was against it. Then she said, okay, let's do it. And then 4 days later, the polls flipped. And suddenly at that point, a majority of people wanted to see the president impeached. That's what it took. It wasn't because more evidence came out in those 4 days. It was because they finally saw Democrats taking action, realized that they're taking action must mean something's there, and that's all it took for them. And now, of course, that we do have these testimonies coming out, we're seeing the White House panic about the people who are testifying, trying to smear them, and the public says, yeah, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't sound like something an innocent person is going to do. I don't believe you. It took 2.5 years for a majority of people in this country to say, you know what, this dude's lying and he needs to be removed from office. And that may have been 2.5 years too late, but sometimes later is better than never. One of today's video sponsors is NewsVoice. Now, in the United States, 9 out of 10 news stories are controlled by just 5 corporations. Unbiased news with different perspectives is very difficult to find, and that's where NewsVoice comes in. NewsVoice cultivates news from all over the internet, from American sources, from international sources, and it puts them right there for everyone to see. The sources are clearly marked. The political bias is out the window. They have summaries written by a team of editors and journalists to let you know exactly what to look for. And right now, if you go to newsvoice.com/ring, sign up and use this. It is an incredibly valuable resource for people interested in keeping up with the unbiased news of the day to understand what's really happening in this world. NewsVoice is a site that I have started going to regularly. I love the sources. I love the fact that they label everything clearly. And even better than that is that once you get into a story, if it's something you like, if it's something you're interested, or if you want to know more information about it, they have additional sources ready to go. They also have a phenomenal feature where you can basically create your own version of Spotify meets Audible, and they will read you the news stories from your feed. Personalize it, tailor it to yourself, whatever you want to do. With News Voice, you get the hottest trending news with unbiased summaries written by the vetted moderators. It's quick, it's effortless, best way to find the stories that grab your interest. You can dive, as I said, as deep as you want into any of these stories, which for me personally, that is a huge selling point because one source is typically, for our profession, never enough to get the full story. So again, newsvoice.com/ring. Sign up today.